Hi guys, welcome to Thursday's live stream.
Hello! As always, Andy's on Twitch and Dodge is on YouTube. Oh, nope, I pressed the wrong button there because I'm the spaz.
And now you're on a completely different page.
Yep. No, I want to be pressing the chat bar. There we go.
Yes, we do like the chat bar. If you hear a bunch of background noise today, it's because they've suddenly decided to start building on the road.
Yeah, I've got some building work outside, which is an inconvenience, but it's not the end of the world. There's not much we can do about it. These things need doing.
It's a massive yellow truck. We should have off with that, turn it to a battle wagon.
So right now, obviously, as you can see, I'm painting more work on the Predator. So I'm actually painting some battle damage into it now. So this is a sort of a this is orange leather, I believe. Yeah. So I'm using this colour to represent the underlayers of the armour, like the prime colour, because I'm going to be painting silver work into it where relevant. Just making the vehicle look a lot more finished, a lot more interesting.
A lot more finish.
Finish, yeah. It's going to be really good in the snow.
Right, I have been off camera, cutting down some more pieces and figuring out what to, pop into where. Just to finish off at least one of these kill cans, because I'm assuming people don't want to see me do these kill cans forever. I don't want to be doing them forever.
You will be.
I probably will be, because I've got so many of them to do, but just having one finish that I'm happy with is progress. I've got one death copter that I'm happy with, but it has to have one kill can. Slow work, but I went for a look through all my bits again this morning, and yeah, there's loads of things that I want to get done, but I think I'm going to have to unbox all my bits from all the little collections and reorganise them based on what I currently want to build and how I want to build it, because obviously there's only so many guns in my collection, and I need so many rockets, so many big shooters, etc. Okay, so I've started using blue tack again now to pin things in place a little bit, so you can see what I'm trying to do here. Take this rocket off. It's actually so I didn't forget, after yesterday, which is something I'm very liable to do.
It's fair enough.
So this bit is actually from just a regular rocket launcher from a guy, but if I do some precision cutting on here, I should be able to get that to fit.
So what I'm doing here, I'm
Perfectly in there.
adding this sort of a brown colour. It's going to, like I say, it's going to be. It's kind of like the prime underneath the base paintwork, and I'm following the movement of the vehicle so any oncoming bullets where the paint will scratch. I'm just adding little dots here and there as well. So any straight lines are going to be coming from this position at the same direction.
Hey up, Martin.
Where the direction of travel and enemy fire will be most likely to hit. Hi Martin, how you doing, buddy?
I'm guessing you're doing your work again today, just listening to us waffle in the background. It's nice to know that, we're someone's shitty cheap radio show.
Yeah.
We were actually just having a conversation about the French and their riots.
They do like a good riot of the French. I'll give them that.
They do actually. And civil disobedience as well. They're quite good at that. Not very good at winning any wars, but they make an effort.
They're making an effort to tell the government where to shove it.
Seems to be a lot more of that nowadays.
Yeah.
This I approve of. And Marty says that's exactly what's happening. Right. Can I force that in there?
Well.
It's a question I've asked myself many, many times. A lot of the time the answer is yes.
If you have a hammer, every problem starts to look like a nail.
Tell that to Terminators with their bloody thunder hammers. I think I can squeeze that in there. I'm surprised you weren't making that dirty, to be honest.
I could have done. I just chose not to. I went the high road. For a change.
For a change. I want that to look like it runs straight across as well, so I may have to take some of this bottom part out. I'll take a little bit of this arm out so I can dig it in a bit more. Then I'm going to cut that cable down there. Now you can see that. And feed it into that bit there. Should look all nice and snug at that point. Yeah, so I was having a look at my concepts for my knob bikers, which I was going to use what are those Mechanicus things called? The ones with the tracks.
Oh, the Cataphracts destroyers.
Yeah, I was going to be using.
Oh, the Cataphrons, aren't they? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to be using those as the basis for them, so I'm looking forward to that project. Although I can't have bloody scorchers on them, because I would love to have scorchers on. Having scorchers on them bikes was an absolute 800-point nightmare for anyone I came across. If I got to turn 1, that plus a mech on a bike with force field,
Keep
Pain Boy on bike, and a knob a boss on bike, and you just straight up turn 1, you were just straight up there, and you can't.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm at -1 to shoot.
Well.
Oh well, the scorchers and combi weapons, so I'll shoot those guns at the front, hitting on 6s. I'll shoot the combi guns, hit it on 6s, or completely missing it if I remember, because it went up to 7.
No, it was the auto hits because of the flames, wasn't it? And then the other weapon hits on a 6 either way.
Yeah, with the hard AP, and I could split the fire as well,
yeah.
And then charge both units, because the war boss was up there, which would just devastate 2 frontline units, whatever you put at the front. Because obviously they're also knobs in combat, so they were still going to kick your ass. Can't do that now though. Damn you, Games Workshop.
With your balancing.
Balancing? What's that?
Well, Eldar got hit pretty hard yesterday.
Oh yeah, I kind of saw some of that on Instagram, I think.
Yeah. But didn't hit him the way I expected him to do it.
They put the points value of everything up though.
Yeah, but everything with an indirect weapon has gone up by a fair chunk,
Yeah.
which is good because indirect busted at a minute. And the fate dice are basically miracle dice from 9th.
Okay, I'm not actually sure how they worked. I
You
only
basically
played
just pick
against Eldar one time.
You pick a dice, you turn it to a different number before you roll it.
That's a bit, yeah.
But it's only once per phase now, so
Okay.
they can't front load all their D weapons turn 1, which is
Yeah.
something.
File this bit down so it fits in now, rather than the rest of that arm. Back to the sanding. So there's only one per. Yeah, if there's only one per phase. You say phase or turn?
Phase.
Phase. Yeah.
It, like I say, it means that
There's less spam.
there's less devastating wounds guaranteed. But I just thought we were just gonna say can't count as a natural 6, which would have been a lot. You know.
Yeah.
I still think that's gonna come in anyway. But that plus price hikes is going to really hurt Eldar armies.
Sucks to be a Conan player then. I don't know if it balances it out.
Well, they were the strongest by a fair margin. Them and Imperial Knights. All the Imperial Knights went. All the Knights went up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything with the Tower roll because Towering doesn't work properly.
How's that one going? Because I'm not used to all these bloody special rules. I'm basically just
I don't know how it works. I've had it explained to me and it just doesn't sync.
So I've got no chance.
It hasn't synced in yet, so I've not come up against towering yet. So I've got no concept. No in-game concept of how it works.
Experience.
Probably.
Yeah. Some things are hard to explain, but then when you see them in action,
It's like, now
that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
That's almost there. Yeah, I think I can almost get that where I want it.
Soften that
A little bit more sanding, maybe. Just a little bit.
You love sanding.
Mate, it's my secret passion.
Must be, mate. You're always doing it.
Should see how smooth things are in the house. I just go around all the time with a tiny bit of sandpaper, just sanding everything.
A bit of 2 million grain.
Yeah. 2 million grain, Jesus Christ. I think you could sand through reality with 2 million grain. I accidentally sand a hole into the warp.
If I did that, we'd just close a hole. We'd be like, nope.
Alright, Sam, just shoot it.
Quick! He's gonna fuck everything up. Shit's weird enough as it is round here.
So I am hoping to get at least one kill cam finished soon, just so I can switch the projects up for the live stream. Like I was saying, I'm hoping to at least start some of my.
I think it's good for
bikers.
I think it's good for the live stream though, about you finishing the project rather than just moving on to something different.
Yeah, it's not the whole unit. It's at least having one done and put away in the box. You know.
It's good for you because it means you've got a can done, but it's also good for live stream because it can actually say
Also
the
gives my
story
mind
from
a
start
break
to
from
finish.
that one, in the bits as well. I know what I'm going to use.
Yeah.
And I tend to get inspired while doing other projects, which is kind of irritating. Working on a project and then my brain wanders off and be like, but if you did this on this project that you're not working on.
Write it down.
Yeah, I was watching a meme about ADD and that, and it's just like, this guy's just like, ADD problems that people don't understand, and it's like his brain's just going, use the phone, put it in your phone, and he's like looking at his phone about to type it in, he's like, no, I'll remember. He just puts it down, it's just like, oh, I forgot again. Yeah, I got sick of writing stuff down, and it with notepads everywhere all over the house, so I started using the notes on my phone, and then I just don't bother doing that.
Because you're a clown.
Hello, whoever it is who's just joined the live stream.
Welcome to the channel, guys and girls and leprechauns.
No, we're prejudiced against leprechauns.
It's unicorns we're prejudiced against.
Nothing wrong with unicorns. Unicorns are gangster.
They're the national animal of Scotland.
Oh, alright then. I might take that back. Right. Kind of sucks that the lightning strike on this is upside down. Yeah, my focus might be a bit out. When things like that happen, guys, let us know. Or if the audio sounds a bit weird, let us know, and we'll.
It's always got to sound weird. It's us two.
Aha. But yeah, that way we can fix it. That's almost ready for going on, I think. Now, I haven't used the glue since yesterday, so there's a good chance it's just not going to work.
Which glue?
Plastic.
No. I want to say if it was a super glue, then yeah, it's pretty much a
It's
guarantee.
never going to work anyway. There ain't no super about it.
There's no glue about it, mate. It's just wet.
Marty says, I don't like that type of corn. I need to sort out that notification thing. But like Marty was saying yesterday, he'll just keep popping up just to make the noise.
True. But it'll amuse us as well.
Right, let's try and stick this piece on. What I tend to do with this glue, I always squeeze it well away from my model on something else till something comes out, because
So what do you want to make?
you end up with a
catastrophic mess. plastic glue up and down your arm and the model.
Not as bad as that. That's nowhere near as bad as the time the super glue decided to leak all over the desk, and I glued an entire forearm to the desk.
Yeah, that was special.
While talking about Loki, which is kind of ironic.
Yeah, but I just made it into even more bizarre, didn't it? He who shall not be named. In Harry Potter circles, what's Voldemort? No, we refer to Loki.
He's a pain in the arse.
He's always watching, which is the problem.
It's almost straight.
No, you're not.
Right. Right.
There's the thing when it comes to doing the battle damage and weathering on vehicles. You need to build it up slowly. You don't want to make too big sections because otherwise it's just going to look stupid. You don't necessarily need to think about where you're putting it, but you do need to take your time. It needs to look natural. Is that the right term for battle damage? It needs to look random enough, but also from an appropriate direction. That sort of makes sense?
Yeah, I'm with you. Layers usually for battle damage because that's how it would occur.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a bucket and then whack it with something and be like, it's all damaged, but that's not how it'd look naturally, gaining damage over time. It's damage over damage, really.
Yeah. So at the minute, I'm just using one colour. I will use more colours over it. Some sections will go down as deep as the silvers of the bare metal, but it's just a case of building up that colour. So you can use a really pale colour over a dark vehicle, and because you're building it up gently, you'll get a nice rich colour in certain sections.
I am listening, mate. I'm just trying to get this perfectly lined up.
It's alright, mate. I'm talking to camera more than anything.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I would just say that is why I'm not responding very well.
Yeah, that's fine. I know I don't matter.
That took me a while to teach you that.
Damn.
I know orcs bodge job everything together, but certain things they just look.
It looks wrong when it's bodged. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a difference between it being bodged by the orc and it looking bodged by the creator.
Yeah. So I'll leave that there for now. I'm going to position that. The turret is going to need
Obviously going to add some green stuff to these parts, so I can leave a small gap. I think that looks straight. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm happy with that, so I'm just gonna... No, I'm not, because I'm really fiddly with my conversions. It's getting to the point as well where I don't want to disturb it too much, because King Bollock! Hey, welcome back, King Bollock. I'm sorry I don't know your names. What is the other guy streaming on? That would be Twitch, that's Andy.
Yeah.
He is painting his Predator tank for Night Lords currently. There should be a link for the Twitch channel in the description for this video. It's good to see you back, King Bollock.
Feel free to join us on Twitch as well. We're both, like you say, we're both using the same audio, so you only need to have one audio on.
So, King Bollock's name reminds me of a really cheap game that you play on... I found it on PlayStation now, called King Oddball. And basically you're just throwing... It's like a moon with a helmet on with a long tongue, and it's basically one of those like mobile app games, and it just sort of swings its tongue and you throw an item and try and knock everything over. If that makes sense.
You sure you didn't dream it?
No, that's a real thing. Yeah, it's actually really, really addictive. So me and Jen spent ages completing it. You're basically trying to blow up little tanks and knock guys off the platforms and stuff all in one move. And King Bollock says thanks, you shall have a look.
Coolio.
I love the interesting names of people that pop up in here. That's going to have to set for a while. It's a really entertaining live stream right now. I need to get at least one of these finished. Just for the little sense of achievement.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike, I'm going to put him to one side for a bit. Although I do like his the gun we've been working on here.
Mike Wazowski.
The arm I was building for him, I just got carried away. Like, there's far too much going on right now. It looks very excessive for a kill cam. I could put it to much better use because I do like the design.
It's just a bit big.
It's just taking away from the cool eye design and everything else is going to have. You know, with his eyelid pulled down and the other gun. It's becoming too much of its own focal point, is what I'm trying to get across, I think. I am going to need to make some kind of circular saw arm for this one.
It'd be kind of cool to have a circular saw.
I'm not allowed many power tools because I'm bloody dangerous with them. I did have a circular saw once, I nearly cut my leg off with it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
No, the motor blew. I'm trying to cut this bit of wood across my sofa. While I stood on this bit of wood holding it in place, the motor blew and the safety guard didn't come down.
Yeah.
And I've jumped and like I must have missed my leg by like inches. And then someone knocked on the door, come in and they've gone, "Why are you so pale?" And I'm like, I literally just nearly sawed my leg clean off.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And my body actually went into shock with it. It's like, I mean, I was already in shock from the motor exploding, but the blade also spinning. And then the safety guard didn't come down, and in that moment, I saw how close it came to going straight through my thigh.
Yeah, and you're like, that would have been problematic.
Martin says square saws are the best. Well, if you believe hard enough, mate, they will work for you. King Bollock says, I've gone by this name since 1997. It sounds like that's been decreed and you've rolled out a scroll or something. I have gone by this name. It's also my email address. It has caused all sorts of fun when having to give out my email and receive parcels. I like it. We love a bit of mischief.
Yeah, I get a lot of funny looks when I tell people my email address because it's ridiculous. Flying zebras.
Flying zebras.
And they just look at me like, you what? It's like, yes.
Oh, was it Phone Jacker from back in the day, and he would pretend to be a telemarketer selling something and then give them really weird URLs or email addresses, like was it like he'd say it really fast as well to confuse them, so it's like cover your balls in peanut butter and fistyourgrandma.com. He's just like what? It's like, everyone's like slow down, I'm trying to write it, and it just I used to love them ones.
Do you want dovdas?
All the free ring dings. Kind of died out with all the caller ID.
Yeah. Well, because of caller ID, it's very difficult to do it, isn't it?
Aye. Yeah, the show was pretty good, like good old 90s classics.
Like Jackass.
Yeah, they're still going.
Yeah, it's not as good anymore though, because they're not doing any new stuff, are they?
There's only so far they could take that.
Yeah, I mean, Dirty Sanchez tried to take it too far.
Yeah.
That was just not fun.
To a point where it's like that. It just looks like
That's just unpleasant. You're squirting No More Tears straight into your eyes. It's like, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, I know the one you're on about, where he gets something in his eye and he's trying to wash his eye out. So they're like, yeah, and they're putting all this stuff on his hand that like proper makes it worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got chilly in my eye the other day, and that was bad enough.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Right, so if I can put that bit on there as well, it'll help finish off the rocket launcher look. But I don't want it to look like I've just bolted it on the side of it for no reason. I mean, I could.
It's an all, it doesn't need logic to work.
It's true. But yeah, it definitely needs a third rocket or something on here. I like this rocket with the extra bit attached to it, that was kind of cool. Sorry about the focus, let me sort this out. Right.
I ain't falling for that shit, paint.
Ah, the lid come off.
No. It was not coming out. You know what I mean? Hello, people on Twitch. Welcome to our channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Andy, and Dodger's working on YouTube.
Alright, guys.
So it's good to see you all. Please feel free to hook us up in the chat. Let us know who you are. Yeah.
And just join in the conversations. That actually helps our stream a lot.
Yeah.
So we run out of things to talk about. Me and Andy have been working on stuff like this together for about 5 years.
Yeah, fair time.
I don't know whether to cut this part off now or turn it into some kind of box by sanding it down and then attaching it. Decisions. Alright, that's bonded. So what I do know is I'm going to try and feed this cable into that point there, which would be nice if I can get that to work. If not, I'll cut this
King Bollock, hello.
off.
Welcome to Twitch, buddy. Thank you for joining us on Twitch as well as on YouTube.
Alright.
So as you can see, I'm adding battle damage to this tank. I want to get it at least something like for end of day. It's probably not going to be finished, but adding battle damage is a real nice way of making your armour look a lot better. So I'm using an orangey brown, and I'm just building up layers gentle like, where it would be naturally most predisposed to being shot at, so generally the front sections.
I'm just very gently and slowly moving this cable down. There's too much force and it will snap. Fuck.
As it snapped.
Just as I said it, yeah, it's like I almost commanded it when I said snap.
Ah.
For fuck's sake. Language. Damn it. That sucks. It's not like I can't replace the cable.
No, it's just
more work for me.
yeah, it's just infuriating, isn't it?
That sucks. Oh well. I can always make my own little cable. Is it cable or piping? I think it's piping.
Who knows? It's an all.
It's a
It could be
thingamajig
just
that
a-
attaches to the.
It could be just a lump of lead.
Just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get that bit finished. There's just obviously some green stuff work I need to do here. Ah, now that bit's fallen off as well. Oh well, they'll go in the box for another day. I keep going out of focus there, sorry guys. That could work.
So we were watching a film last night called Grey Man.
Great man.
Yeah, and it was the first time I've ever seen Chris Evans, the guy who plays Captain America, as a bad guy.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, that was different. It's not bad actually. It's, you know, a bit of a James Bondy sort of thing, Mission Impossible sort of style thing.
Oh
yeah.
They still even make James Bond movies.
Yeah, yeah. Daniel Craig's just done his last one, hasn't he?
Yeah. So I thought it was an alright Bond.
It was actually quite intense. A very different style to was it Brosnan before him?
You know what? It's been that long. I can't remember.
I think it was. Brosnan was much more of the charm